doing things a little bit different. Unfortunately, at the moment in Victoria, Australia, we are in a 7-day lockdown. That's right. So that means Adam, Twyla, and myself are here stuck in the driveway, which would not normally make for the best episode, would it? But it's okay. I've got you covered. We are going to be doing a tour of this van. I want to take you through, show you through our van, show you how we store things away, what we keep in our van, and all the rest of it. But before we do that, I want to go back in time and show you a few little clips of our van in different places we've taken it in the past, and then we'll go do the tour.
You're only one. You choose it, don't lose it, don't let confuse it. Only then you'll be God. Feel like that. Feel like, that.
Alright guys, let's start this tour up the front in the cab and work our way back. So, our van is a converted Ford Transit van, 2006 model, and we love her. Before we get into the tour, I just want to quickly thank Counsellors for sponsoring this episode. They are an over-the-phone counselling service that specialise in depression, anxiety, and a lot more. So if you go down the bottom, check them out. All the details are down there. Get in contact with them. With everything going on in the world at the moment, everyone just needs someone to talk to, and these guys can help you. So thank you again, Counsellors. Now let's get on with the tour. Things first, I have to introduce you to Ned Kelly, who lives in our van full-time and protects it when we're not in it. He's hanging off our mirror, which actually has a monitor in it so we can see where we're reversing. We brought the van, it didn't come with a phone holder, so I picked up one of these that you see them on TV. They basically twist and they stay nice and firm in your drink holder. It's so good. I recommend those. And then on top of that, you must have a USB port. We've got one that converts into 4, so we can charge our phones, our lights, and different other things in the van that we charge. The most important thing up the front in the cab is this little thing, which is a little harness, a special seatbelt harness for Twyla that connects to Adam's seatbelt and keeps her safe when we're on the road. Alright guys, now we're in the back of the van. Let's have a look underneath the couch / beds to see what we store underneath them. Alright guys, before we hop underneath this bed / couch to check out what's there, we just want to say hello to Twyla. On this side of the van, we keep our pot drawer where we keep all of our pots, our bowls, even a kettle that we can put on the stove top if we don't have electric. And then we have our shoe box, so that just stays there, and we put all our shoes in it. Then we have our outdoor mat, which goes down to keep Miss Twyla nice, clean and tidy, those paws. And then as well, let me just turn around. We have our 2-burner camp stove. We have our 2 folded up chairs and a mat for outside. On this side of the van, it's a little bit different. So you can see it's all boxed in. You can see Twyla there. And underneath Twyla's bum is this cover that lifts up, and inside here is the hot water system, and then the rest of it is storage, which is awesome. And this is where I keep our slow cooker, which we use on a lot of our trips. You'll see it seen it in a lot of our other videos. And yep, Twyla's not moving anywhere. She's just looking out that window, imagining our next trip. Anyway, let's go upstairs. Here is where we have our 5 overhead cupboards with doors. So these are awesome because they keep everything nice and secure. And then inside here is where we have all our dry goods from our pantry. We take most of that back inside after we've used, come back from a trip, and then we refill it when we go out again. In here we just have a bit more storage that we just for bits and pieces like Twyla's food. In here is where I keep my wine glass, which is probably the most important thing. And then in this cupboard we have, let me spin around here. So in this one, this is where we have our bowls, our plates, and our chopping boards. We've even got our pizza bases there from the last trip we made pizzas. And as well, these containers, which are just awesome. We brought a whole packet of them. I've got quite a few. And just when you're out on the road and you open, some olives, or you open up some cheese and you want to pack it away in something where it's not going to run everywhere, you get yourself some really good sealable containers. Trust me, it's come in handy before, especially when we've had leftovers on a cheese board at a winery. On this side of the van, we have our games cupboard, which is awesome on those wintry nights when it's cold outside. Plenty of games to play. We've got so many, it's not funny. Then we have our electrical cupboard. Inside this cupboard, we keep our kettle, our converter for our TV, so at an unpowered site we can still watch TV, and as well all our cords. Like you have cords for your fans, you have cords for your phones, you've got anything electrical goes in this cupboard. When we brought the van, I wanted to rip this shelf out and just chuck it. I hated it, but then Adam talked me into not doing that, and we kept it. And lucky I listened to him, because it's actually really, really handy. It's like the place in your house that you throw your bits and pieces in when you first get home. This is it. So we keep so much stuff up here that we can easily grab. It doesn't roll out. It's got a big lip on it, so nothing comes out of it. So let me show you what we actually store in there most of the time. Remotes, Twyla's toilet bags, bug spray. We've got little treats for Twyla. Then we've got umbrella, masks, just in case they come back and we need, we have to wear them again. And then obviously we've got our little display there just to make it look a bit more pretty. And then we have a few hooks here, which at one point I did have cups hanging off them, but they were dinging a bit too loud. So now we hang our torch off here, and then when we're not using our keys, we hang them off here. We've got our heating and cooling unit up here. This only works when we're plugged into mains, and the same as the microwave. Alright guys, now it's time to take you in to the kitchen. So the first thing I want to show you is this shelf that I installed myself, and I absolutely love it. I use it to put my coffee on it in the morning. It can hold quite a bit of weight, which is good. And when you want it out of the way to go to bed, all you do is click these up and it releases it and it goes down. So in that way I don't hit my head on it when I'm going to bed. But anyway, otherwise when it's coffee time in the morning, it goes back up and coffee goes on. Then next to that is our gas stove top, which has this handy glass lid on it, which gives you plenty more bench space when you're not using it. And then over here, the same thing, but it's our sink. So we've got that there. You can put the lid down, you can chop your veggies on top, and it's fantastic. We've got our little tap here that swivels in and out of the sink. And then over here, we have our knife lock, which I actually have fastened so it won't move anywhere. And then we have our detergents and our sponges. Underneath our sink, we have our drawer that houses all our knives, forks, spoons, scissors, teaspoons, lighter. Make sure you always got a lighter, because you got to light candles, your gas stove top, so it's always handy. And then underneath, we'll go into these cupboards and have all our cleaning products underneath the sink. Makes it easy to reach in and grab it. Plus as well, if you want to pull it out, it's in a basket, it comes out, they don't roll anywhere, and it stays all contained. And then we have our rubbish bin, which is Velcro to the wall again, so it doesn't move. And then over here, we have our bug spray and a container that has all of our different cleaning products for our toilet. And then up here we have all of our toiletries in a basket again, make life easier. And then we have our microfiber towels that we use in the shower. So that's everything that we keep under there. Again, the baskets are awesome because you can get them in and out easy. We've got our fridge. Now our fridge might look small, but you can pack a lot into it. It's very deep. And then we've got our grill above it. Above our range hood, we have these two shelves, which are awesome. They've got a nice big lip on them, so things won't fall out. But then to make things a bit more convenient too, so things aren't rolling around, we have these containers. Now you would have seen these in our other cupboards down the back. We've got our cups in these, our salt and pepper, to stuff that we want to get out nice and easy. And then as well, definitely recommend having plenty of paper roll, because trust me, you use a lot of it on the road. So we store that up here. Plus we put Twyla's food bowl up here when we're traveling. And then all our kitchen utensils are in here. I think I brought a pack from Kmart for like $20 and it's got everything. So when we go away, it's all in here, packed away. We don't have to get nothing out of the house. It's always here. Also above our range hood, we have our switch that turns our power on and off in the van. And then as well, we've got our DC voltage battery monitor, so we know how much power we've got left. And then we have our pump, which turns our water on and off. And then we have our monitor to our tanks. So we've got our holding tank and our fresh water tank. So if I push that, it shows us we're halfway on both. So as you can see, we have a big space above our cab. In here is where we keep our sleeping bags. We decided to use sleeping bags because we just thought it's easier. They fold up, get out of the way, rather than having blankets and doodahs, and they take up so much space. These are really warm, and during the day, I pack up and they go away. Adam normally keeps his clothing here on our trips. He'll put it all into a bag and then goes back up here when he's not using it and pulls it down when he's getting changed and all that. Then as well, if you know me, you know I like my cheeses. So this is where I keep my supersized cheese board. I love it. And then as well, we keep our covers up here for the cheese board. These are awesome to keep those bugs off my cheese. And then as well, for safety, we have our first aid kit. Very important to have one of these guys, and put it somewhere where it's quick to get to, which is right here for us. I can get that from the front cabin or the back straight away. And then as well, we have our nets as well in here, which are these guys, which we can put on our back of our van so the flies and all the rest of it don't get into the van. We also have them permanently on here, so when we open our side door, bugs don't come in there either. So pretty much anything that's big and bulky can go up here. It's awesome. It's such a good space. Oh, and did I forget to mention that we've got a mirror? Of course. Our van is a medium wheelbase, so you would not normally expect to find in it a shower with hot water, hot running water, and also a toilet. But in this van, they've managed to get one in here. So it has a latch here that you just do that to open it, and then inside you'll see we have our shower head, our taps with the hot and cold. We put this up here just to hang anything if we want to hang anything in there, especially like when we've got wet clothes, they can dry in here. And then you see the toilet. The toilet actually swivels around, so when you're having a shower, you just do that. And then when you're not having a shower and you're using the toilet, you can spin it around so you got leg space. Now it might not be quite a walk-in wardrobe, but I tell you, the space that I have to put my clothing in, I'm pretty damn lucky. So let me show you my wardrobe. Microwave. This is my wardrobe. How cute is it? And then if you just open it up, inside you've got your mirror, and then down here is where we put our dirty washing. And then I've added these shelves in, which just hang off that bar there where you'd normally hang your clothing, because I find it's just easier to actually have somewhere to put your, your socks, your underwear, and then I fold my tops up here, my pants, and then I've got another little shelf there. Then all the way down here is where we put our dirty washing. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And like I said, Adam spoiled me because he's given me that whole wardrobe to myself. Our TV is mounted on the back of our wardrobe. It's actually in a really good position because we lay back against our back doors and we've got the TV right in front of us and it's in a really good spot. These rechargeable fans, these are awesome. So when we're not at a powered site, we can use these. Also, Twyla likes to use these when we're eating outside. She can have a bit of wind blowing on her face. She loves it. And then behind those, we have a gas detector. So if there's any gas leaking in the van, this will tell us. It goes off like a smoke alarm. We do have a smoke alarm above as well. And then hooks, these hooks and just this we use to hang things off. You can never have enough hooks in your van, trust me. And then as well, we have our antenna is over here. And then this is where we can put in a USB plug, or we put our converter in there to have power for our TV when we're not on a powered site. Otherwise, there is a plug inside here for the TV to plug in when we do have a powered site. Blinds in our van are 100% blockout. I actually brought them on sale from Spotlight. They were just everyday house blinds. And then what I did was I cut them down and turned them into this. They're pretty cool. And I've even got one in the front to cover all of the front of the cab up. And then that way, in the morning, we don't have that annoying sunlight coming through. Now, if you're wondering where our table is, it's actually behind Adam's chair. We store it here. We don't often set it up. We only set it up if it's raining outside and we're going to be inside, or if we've got friends coming over and they're going to be eating in the van. But otherwise, we just keep it packed up behind here and out of the way. You've seen the inside of the van. Let's go outside and just have a quick look at the few things we've got out there to have a look at. Now, when the side doors open, you can't obviously walk in and out of it. You have to use the back door. But the good news is you can still pass food in and out through this magnetized blind. Also, we have our retractable awning, which is cool, keeps us all dry and out of the rain or in the shade. And then on top, we've got one solar panel, which does us fine. Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video from lockdown. It's been a bit different, but what can you do? Hopefully next week we're out of it and we can show you something a bit different. Otherwise, for now, from Adam, Twyla and myself, we'll see you later. Oh, and make sure you go down the bottom if you haven't already, like, subscribe and tell everyone about us, and we'll see you on next week's episode. Thank you.